loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Mahomes now to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 5 now. Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And some room to run now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second.
Touchdown! Travis Kelce with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Play action here. Thompson. Escaping the pressure right. And he floated one out there incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
3rd and long. Thompson. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down. Here's Thompson. He completes this to Walker. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Walker with another carry. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Second down and 3.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow. 43.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Thompson steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Mahomes thrown into the hands here of Hardman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Now receiver in motion left. Mahomes to throw once more. This is caught. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Thompson on 1st and 10. Going deep for Walker. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Thompson fakes a handoff. Now going to throw it. Throw out wide to Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Thompson going deep for Walker. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
To the 43, second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Again, it's Walker. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Thompson. And Walker has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Here's Thompson. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try to cover him before he gets going.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 189 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Tommy's a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And Walker once more. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker. That's his 18th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
15. Yellow. Hey, Ripley. Hey, 43. Yellow.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 15 yards there for number 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Attack.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yellow.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Thompson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Thompson gets this to Fant. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Back to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. He's back to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
Thompson, desperation time. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big